man, I'm excited for this episode. It's gonna be a parted series. I have no idea how many times you're gonna see me on this particular project, but today is the day that I am starting on the Eco Crawler doubler setup on the 6-speed 4.0. This is the longest awaited project I've probably ever done. Considering I've had this stuff now for a while, and I had it ordered for, it was 6 or 7 months ago. I think 7 months ago I ordered this or something. It's about due time. So I've got the truck in here. I'm gonna start pulling things apart. I wanted to do this in a way where you guys could see me do every little piece. I am sorry for the audio and I'm sorry for the air leak over here, but I'm gonna be working over here next to my air compressor. But anyways, here's all my stuff. I want to do a pretty thorough video of putting this together. I've had some comments of me liking to hear myself talk, and if you don't like watching my stuff, then you can buzz off. I really don't care. Otherwise, I hope the people that do watch this get something out of it. I do ramble sometimes, I go in circles sometimes, but that's part of YouTube, and that's part of being a little guy in a little shop doing little things. Anyways, I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm super excited. I'm gonna start getting, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'll probably just get everything pulled out of the truck first. I'm not gonna be able to do this all in one day by no means. I actually can only work for a couple hours right now. I may come back later. It is a Saturday. So I'm hoping to get some more done tomorrow, but get everything pulled out of here, and then we're gonna be assembling the cases and everything over here. So hang tight, let's get everything pulled out, and yeah, the fun begins. There's a little bit of a catch with what I'm doing. I'm not just doing the transfer cases and doing all that. I actually have a throwout bearing severely bad. Just kind of happened all at once. So I'm going to be pulling the trans out and doing a clutch as well, with throwout bearing and everything, obviously. So we're going to see what that all looks like, kind of an added bonus to this video. I'm not going to do a whole lot on that probably, but I will be doing that. So I'll be getting everything out at the same time. In order to do that though, and I'll be having triple shifters in here. I'm going to pull all this interior out. I am shooting for my shifters to come out here, even if I got to trim this out. I'm not really sure yet. This is the FJ cruiser case that's already in it, and it comes out over here, 6-speed. So we're going to see, get all this stuff taken apart. I'll get it out, and then I'll show you what I come up with as I go. Like I said, not going to do too much of the technical stuff on the truck in here and stuff until I figure things out more. So less on the removal, more on the install. So hopefully everyone can see down in there pretty well. The last owner of this did their best to make the shifters and the boots and everything work out as good as they could. Obviously that is not the easiest thing to do when there wasn't meant to be the shifter pulled through here, you know, from factory. So anyways, I'm going to get the shifters out, and then I assume because of how the transmission is mounted in here is why it's so low in there. It acts as this, as though this thing has like a body lift. There's a lot of space. That's not the case. It doesn't have body lift, but it allows for a lot more room. So pulling the tranny out and stuff is going to be pretty nice once we get the mount out down there. I'll show that to you. We'll get this out and then get some things pulled apart. Okay, for those of you that haven't been underneath this thing yet, this is what we're working with. The previous owners and or fabricators decided to make the longest front links I've ever seen. This is all the way, my front links come all the way to the end of my door, which maybe in a 4-door aspect or something, and this was a little longer still yet, it might work out, but I don't know why they did it. The weirdest part is this thing used to be 3-linked and or 4-linked and had links to here. There's actually buckets already here. There's already one here, which would just by eyesight put you into here and here. So probably had a Toyota axle would be my guess. Not a big deal, but I am considering changing it. And the reason that I may change it all, I don't have to, but is when I add the transfer case, we had 6.5 inches right here. That's what the Eco Crawler kit gives you. which means I'll be technically, this is not 6.5 inches here, so I can technically fit all this back in here. I may have to rework my exhaust, no big deal, but I may have to scoot this back, and then obviously I have a 2-piece drive shaft that you can see. So I can take 6 inches out of this and leave the carrier bearing in the factory location, which is nice, and that's what the last people did, and or get rid of the whole thing and rework the links. Now I'm probably, for the sake of the argument, going to leave this for now, but I do want to change it because the 2-piece drive shaft gives me some weird vibrations. It's at a funny angle, and it's just, it won't suffice over time when you're driving this thing on the road. So anyways, I'm gonna get to pulling things apart, and then I'll let you know what my game plan is when it comes, but let's get her torn apart. Okay, all the fun stuff is gone. Rear drive shaft, front drive shaft, got all the harness out of the way here. What else? I took speed sensor out. This thing had horse collar on it that bolts around the whole back side of the case, which has to come apart anyway, and it was being held in over here and over here, which are going to be changed later. But anyways, I got one bolt left here, literally only thing keeping that from coming out, and I'll get this transfer case pulled out of here. Okay, after a few nuts, bolts, and some tugging, we got something missing. Yep, sitting over there on the bench, and then here in a second I'm gonna get some more bolts out of the tranny here, and it'll be out just like, there it is guys, out. As I said, a couple nuts and bolts, that's all you gotta know, just get them out. Here it is. Not too shabby with how this thing's set up. Didn't have to remove the exhaust yet, so I'm anxious to maybe put this back together and try putting it together without reworking everything, and then I'll be able to do that later. Glad to know I did some measuring. I should have plenty of room. I was planning on putting a clutch in this, and it looks super new. Anyone wanna, I'll do my research before you guys can chime in probably, but it drove really well and did really nice, but I don't see a name brand on this, but a red clutch. What do you guys think that would be? Obviously not factory, but anyway, leave in the comments what you think. Now, to the fun part, tranny's out. Transfer case is here. Well, now you guys that are watching this wonder, where in the world's the other transfer case? Well, it's out in the back of my truck. I'm gonna go get it, get them set here, lay my stuff out, and get to work. Okay, here we are guys. I am kind of setting myself up. I got my tools clean, I got my table clean, I got both my cases here, a couple tools I know I'm going to need over here. Anyways, Northwest Fab has a generic installation deal on their website. I have that pulled up. I've kind of watched a couple videos on this and done my own research. I think this will go pretty straightforward. But anyways, as you can tell the differences, this is the FJ case with different input. We're going to be swapping some stuff around and make all that work. But long story short, they want you to take the outputs off that way, and then take this off. Ironically, we took this off already years ago. That's why this is a donor case. Just was looking at some stuff in here thinking this was an issue, and it wasn't with the seal. Anyways, doesn't really matter. But the kicker is just taking this all apart so I can get the planetary out, which is obviously going to go in these, and I'm going to be swapping inputs around. So this will be in the front case, and then the intermediate that they give me will be in here. So that's the rundown of it. I'm going to do just bit by bit. I wish I had someone here to hold the camera for me. That would be better for you guys. I really wanted to persuade my wife into coming over and helping me, but she's sitting with the kiddos, and I just ain't got anyone over here to help. So it's going to be more of a bit and piece. I'll go as step by step as I can as I go, and it's going to be a crappy video. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be, you know, spaced out and stuff, but it's going to be the only way I can show it to you in case you guys are doing this, so you have an idea. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I told you I'd show you guys, you know, how this all goes together. So that's what I'm going to do. So stick with me piece by piece, and if you have any questions at the end of this, of course, drop me a line. I'll be happy to explain anything to you, and anything I come up with here, you'll be first to know. So let's get into it.